Can you imagine a movement of churches and church leaders leveraging their collective resources to provide in depth, immersive, and affordable training so that everyone is equipped and encouraged to live on mission for Jesus? E412 is an intentional plan to do what God has commanded. E412 is training for the church, by the church, to equip the church for ministry. It is collaborative training catalyzing the strengthening, starting, and supporting of churches in Southwest Michigan.
The third reason why you should join E412 is you are humble and hungry to grow and to help others do the same. Study after study shows that the American church is in a crisis. 80 to 85% of all churches in America are either plateaued or declining. And that begs the question, with only 15 to 20% churches healthy, why are so many struggling and hurting? And one of the answers to that is the lack of healthy disciple making. The Bible teaches that strong disciples make strong Christians, and strong disciples make strong families, and strong families make strong churches, which correspondingly greatly impact their community. Another way to say that is when disciples are transformed to be more like Christ, they begin a movement of transformation. Transformed disciples transform churches, which correspondingly transform their communities and seek to strengthen, start, and support other churches. It's with this reality in mind that E412 was created. Upon completing the core, which everyone starts at and goes through, you now have the choice to pursue training through two other tracks. The first track is called Soul Care and Leadership, and like the core, is a one-year track and available to anyone and everyone. And just as there is a crisis in the American church, of many churches plateaued and declining, there is also a crisis of spiritual leadership within the church. So this track was created to help you develop the biblical mindset, the biblical skills that are necessary for you to be an effective leader who can come alongside others with Christ-like care and compassion. Through this track, you will learn how to give gospel help and hope to those where you live, learn, work, and play who are struggling and hurting. And you will also learn the 12 C's of leadership, the 12 C's of biblical leadership, and what it means to be a godly leader at your home, at your church, and your workplace. The second track that is available upon completion of the core is the pastoral ministry track. Now this track, unlike the core and unlike the soul care and leadership track, is a 2-year track. As I'm sure you can guess from the title of this track is for aspiring pastors, and it is for men and their wives only. This track covers critical issues such as the study of original languages of Greek and Hebrew. It teaches you how to go even deeper into systematic theology. It teaches you how to craft a sermon and preach a sermon. We explore topics like pastoral care and pastoral counsel and pastoral coaching and much, much more. Remember also that our goal is to strengthen, start, and support 50 churches by the year 2050. That means the pastoral ministry track also has a focus upon church planting and church revitalization. Now, I'm sure you know what church planting is, but what in the world is church revitalization? Church revitalization is a direct and deliberate effort to reverse the decline of an existing church rather than starting a whole new one, which would be church planting. Revitalization and church planting, as I'm sure you can imagine, are both extremely difficult, require a great deal of patience and spiritual grit. However, both church planting and church revitalization are critical works and share a very common goal. That common goal is to see God-glorifying churches established where it does not currently exist. So as you can see, those two tracks, they're unique. They're also developed to help further equip you and encourage you as you seek to live on mission for the Lord Jesus Christ. So ask yourself, pray and think about, are you humble and hungry to grow? And are you humble and hungry to help others do the same? Are you hungry to help us start, strengthen, support churches in Southwest Michigan? I hope you are. I hope you will check out our booklet if you haven't already for more information. I hope you'll check out our website at e412training.org and be thinking about, praying about how you can join God's movement at E412.